finally showcase Batman. Welcome to TV's Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and it's all about the 66 Batman this episode, folks. We're going to talk McFarlane Toys 66 Batmobile, and we're also going to show some love to one of McFarlane Toys' greatest figures ever, and that is the 66 Batman action figure, folks. So I've been wanting to do this for some time. I feel like this is the perfect time right now with the Batmobile finally being announced, and pre-orders just around the corner. And actually, so announced recently is the fact that we're finally going to get that 66 Batmobile. It is going to be available for pre-order October 24th. And that's all I know for right now, folks. And that's the thing that I wanted to talk about for this video is what can we expect from this Batmobile? For the longest, I think Comic-Con, I talked about, man, when are we going to see the 66 Batmobile? And apparently, I think maybe it was shown at New York Comic-Con. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But there have been images recently released on this 66 Batmobile. It looks great, folks. I just want to see exactly, like, I mean, what will it do? Anything? Will we get any light up effects? And right now, again, I mentioned this in previous videos, McFarlane is really dialing back on accessories and effects. I think we got the last of the vehicle effects from that whole Batman and Robin and Batman Forever wave of figures. I mean, that Batman and Robin or Batman Forever Batmobile, it had light up effects and sound. And I feel like the Robert Pattinson's Batmobile is suffering from not having those same, additions, because I think something like that practical vehicle, like the Robert Pattinson Batmobile, a muscle mobile, needed those light effects and those sounds to really elevate it to where people will want to get it. Now, I feel like, because I know I'm going to want, if it goes on clearance or something like that, but for the standard price, it's a pass. This right here is a little different because it's one of the most iconic vehicles ever of all time. The 66 Batmobile is said to be 21 inches long. And up top here, as you can see, I do have the McFarlane Toys Batmobile. Now, this is based off their smaller action figure line. Yeah, I think these are like 5 inches or so. This right here was released, I guess this was like during the first year of McFarlane Toys, man. They released this Batmobile, and as you can see here, I have Batman and Robin in here as well. And that kind of leads into my next question with this Batmobile. It was long rumored that this Batmobile would include an action figure, which would be Robin, because initially we only got Batman. And as you can see, I have Batman doing the bat dance here. As you can see, oh man, this is so cool. All right, we'll talk about Adam West Batman in a little bit. But initially, it was said that we would get Robin with this Batmobile. Has that changed? Because right now, the only thing I've heard is the Batmobile. So will Robin come at some point down the road before this line ends? And we'll talk about that as well. We're gonna talk about some different, number of things in this video, folks, that I wanted to touch upon involving McFarlane Toys. But I'm excited about this 66 Batmobile. This is something I've been looking forward to for some time. Every Comic-Con, last Comic-Con, I was like, when are they going to announce the 66 Batmobile? And New York Comic-Con really didn't hear anything. Now I'm hearing things about it. And so October 24th, folks, it does go for pre-order. It's going to be available at various online outlets such as Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Of course, the McFarlane Toy Store is going to have it. Maybe in the next few days prior to the release, we'll get more on this. Maybe they'll reveal that Robin will be included. And I'm going to take Robin out of here. And this is pretty much the Robin that we're all looking forward to getting with this 66 Batmobile. That would be awesome, man, because we need a Robin. We need Robin with the Batmobile. But yeah, that'll be interesting, folks. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think we'll get Robin with this Batmobile? Do you think it'll just be a single release? Will it include any light effects or sounds? I mean, that would be awesome, folks, but I doubt it right now. I think McFarlane is really, man, he's like, I'm dialing back, man. Not doing all that. All right, so let me know in the comments, but I'm really excited about this. So October 24th, folks, mark your calendars. I think this is going to sell out pretty fast because this is a iconic vehicle. Many, they want to put this 66 Batman with this vehicle. I know I do. So October 24th, mark your calendars. All right, now that we talked about Batman's ride, let's talk about Batman himself, folks, which is really one of the most iconic character interpretations of all time. I mean, I think this started it all in my eyes. Adam West's Batman. I know we had the one in the 40s and 50s, but this is the one for me that kind of started everything. Then you have Michael Keaton's Batman that took it to another level. Then you had uh, not Ben Affleck. I ain't getting that down. Then we had Christian Bale's Batman that really took not only Batman but comic book films to a whole nother level. But man, this figure here is one of the greatest McFarlane toy figures ever. I feel it was up for Toy of the Year, and for some time, and I've been wanting to do something on this figure, and I feel like this was the perfect time with the Batmobile coming out. There's no way in the world I wasn't going to do anything on this guy. I know there's been many videos made about the 66 Batman, and it's all good, man. But I definitely wanted to do my part in showing some love to, one of the most iconic, not only one of the most iconic characters of all time, but one of the best figures that McFarlane has done. There's some things that he left out that kind of puzzled me because I'm like, you could have just thrown this in. But we get the display stand, of course, and all that, and we get the swappable hands. I've already swapped his hands out with the Bat Dance hands, but he has like 3 sets of swappable hands and everything. And so you got a lot of different options when you talk about hands. You got a hand pointing. You have this one here. Seems like he's holding something, and of course he has this big old batarang. All right, he got a batarang. Oh, and it has the little it has the little hole in it for a rope. So I didn't never notice that. So I'm definitely gonna throw a rope inside this, a white rope inside this. That's gonna be good. And of course we have his bat communicator here. Nice color deco design. So very very simplistic. Most importantly, we have the Batman, and I have him doing the bat dance. All right, he's doing the bat dance. He's getting down. He's jamming. To have this Batman here is just one of the highlights of my entire toy collection. Not just McFarlane, but my entire toy collection, folks. The colors, the belt, the design, the detail, everything, even down to the old school simplistic, bat emblem. The way the lines on the cowl, the eyebrows, and the colors, everything, just it really harkens back to Adam West Batman, the late great Adam West as Batman. And this again, man, this is definitely the highlight for me in my collection. Here you see the ruffles in the shorts, everything. It's there, man. And of course he has the wire cape. This is, like I said, man, this is one of the best all-around figures. Now, as you can see here, folks, I have the smaller 66 Batman figures alongside our 7-inch McFarlane Adam West Batman. And one of the things that I do feel like was missing from this Adam West Batman is one of the most iconic items or things from that show, which was the effects from the battle scenes. The pow, the bam, the wham. Whenever there was a fight scene and Batman and Robin were given the villains a smackdown. You had the bam, you had the pow, you had the kapow, you had all the effects. Now this was packaged with these figures here, along with the others that were along within this line of smaller figures from McFarlane Toys. But they did package it with this Batman, and I thought that was a missed addition, and an easy addition too for these 7-inch 66 Batman figures is to place that with him, because I'm doing that, so I like that. This is how I have him on the shelf. And I think that was missing from this figure here, is to give him that addition. Y'all know I like to tinker, so that's the thing. But man, overall, this was an excellent figure. And I definitely wanted to show some love to this Adam West Batman. He has the double jointed knees, elbows, and everything. So I love this figure throughout, folks. And I definitely want just to show some love to this Adam West Batman and to talk about the 66, Batmobile that we have coming up, folks. That is coming up October 24th. Last but not least, I wanted to touch upon what's going on with McFarlane Toys and this license. So recently, old Todd, he spoke on a podcast and he did reveal that yes, the line is going to transition to Mattel Creations. But McFarlane is going to be doing figures until the end of next year. So we have a whole nother year, folks, before he rides off into the sunset. Apparently what's going to happen is Mattel is going to do more kid-friendly DC toys sometime in 2026 and then move to more adult figures in 2027. And then McFarlane will continue, and with that, McFarlane will continue with the line until the end of 2026. Again, they have until all the way into next year, folks. And at the rate that McFarlane is releasing figures, folks, we have a lot. We have a lot more that's coming, folks. So hopefully we'll get more female figures within this whole year that we have from McFarlane Toys. And again, he's releasing waves every day, every week or every other week. He's releasing a wave. So, folks, what he had revealed at New York Comic Con, and he has slated for winter. There was like 10 or 11 figures he had slated for winter. That's dropping come November, December. Then he has other things he has set up that he hadn't even revealed at Comic Con, I'm sure. We still hadn't seen Poison Ivy. We still haven't seen Black Canary. You know that's coming. And I feel like we're going to get more figures. Hopefully we'll get, more female figures to flesh out things. I'm hoping we get more, new Genesis characters, like the Parademons. Hopefully we'll get the Parademons, the Furies. I'm hoping that he leans more into the cosmic realm of characters along with the female figures that we need as well. So hopefully we'll get that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm hoping we get more new Genesis / the female characters that we've been wanting from this line, moving forward, because we have enough Batmans. And this is coming from somebody who like Batman. We have enough Batmans, and we got a lot of Supermans. We did get a Wonder Woman, but it came another Wonder Woman, but when it came with that Godzilla 2-pack, I would definitely love to get another classic Green Arrow figure with better articulation. But yeah, we'll see what happens. McFarlane has a whole nother year to do his thing, man. We'll see what happens. But folks, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this 66 Batmobile? Are you excited about that? Is this something that you will dive into, or is it a pass? What do you think about this Adam West Batman? This figure is just it's just so cool, and it's just such a well done figure all the way throughout. And I'm just could not be more happy to have this figure and to finally show love to such an iconic character and figure. And this is not the last time you'll see him, because when I get that 66 Batmobile, he will be in that video. So definitely look forward to that. And hopefully we'll get Robin. Hopefully Robin will be included with the Batmobile. So let me know in the comments if you know more about this, if you've heard more or know for sure additional information. Definitely share in the comments. Let me know what you think about this Batmobile, Adam West Batman. There's so much out there collecting wise. Previous video that I just worked on, I showcased so many McFarlane figures that have come through the door. Man, that's dropped, that I have new figures. He's just dropping things left and right, and everybody is right now, folks. I think everybody is really trying to rush to get all their releases out before the end of the year, man, and it's just been insane, folks. I look forward to seeing exactly what Mattel does when they get this license, because I love what they're doing with Masterverse, and I love the crossover with He-Man and Thundercats. I like what they're doing. The cartoon collection is phenomenal, and I love that, because I love aesthetically figures that are based off the cartoon and that represent that look aesthetically. So if they can bring to the table, Superpowers Galactic Guardians wave of figures, or Super Friends wave of figures based off the animated series, if they go that route, I will definitely check it out. If they're just trying to do just straight up, okay, we're gonna do a whole, based off the comic book, renditions of these characters, Wonder Woman, or I don't know, folks. I have to see. But if they go straight up, we're gonna do kind of like what Super 7 does with their figures aesthetically, and what they're doing with their cartoon collection, Mattel. I definitely would love to see that. I'd love to see a Super Friends Galactic Guardians wave of figures, because I think they knock it out of the park, and it'd be something different, because McFarlane hasn't done that. He says he's doing superpowers, but it's in that 3-inch line. But it's not a traditional superpowers wave of figures. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? I mean, do you think Mattel is going to take this DC line to a whole nother level? Do you think it'd be worse? Do you think you wish McFarlane would hang on to the line? Let me know in the comments, folks. I think McFarlane is going to be good because he's over so many other lines. It's insane, folks. He does sports, movies. I mean, there's just so many other things. He has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle license he's doing stuff on. And he got a lot that he's already doing. So I think he's like, okay, I'm good after a year of this, I'm good. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, who knows? But let me know in the comments, folks. Be sure to also ring that bell for all notifications, so that everyone can see my channel, man. I really appreciate the support. So be sure to comment below. Again, appreciate you all for tuning in. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And same bat time. Same bat channel, folks. Till next time. Bye for now.